Welcome, guys, welcome back. So, now let us start learning about the science of psychology. So, as we know, psychology is actually the study of mind. It's about understanding how we think, how we remember, how we retrieve the knowledge, and how do we react for certain kind of a situation in a nutshell. So, that's all about knowing about our psychology. It's not about the scientific knowledge, guys, what we're going to discuss, because science is really complex. Even some of the mysteries are not yet solved regarding to the brain and psychology of human behavior, etc. It's very big topic, but we're going to do a designer kind of a perspective understanding. We're just going to surface at the layer. We're going to use some of the basic techniques and then action oriented activities so that we can learn comprehensively, not just having a theoretical understanding. Is psyche a science? Of course, guys, it's completely science. Only thing is, we need to understand it. So, the thinking ability, the psychology, it's actually called psyche. Okay, there was a very emotional story of psyche. You can actually read about that. It's a very lengthy story, and it's a very, what do you call it? The story in which how the psyche has been formed and discovered by the people. I mean, that was a very old story, but you can just try to read it from online, or you can watch videos also. There are a good amount of things to explain in detail about the psyche story. There are a lot of characters, there are instances, you can understand that. But psyche is actually the way of psychology and how we are thinking, how we are reacting, how our brain works, how our entire mind works. Okay, so that is introduction. And you know what? This field of psychology is not just fascination, right? But it's for everybody. So the moment I decided to learn this psychology, I was really interested. I wanted to know how people around me react, how the brain really works, what is the psychology behind each and every decisions whatever we are taking, and how we are influenced by the marketing and other sales strategies, how we are influenced by even the form design of the products, services, how we are attracted by the aesthetic sense of certain products. It's all about psychology, guys. And you know what? That is the big thing I was expecting out of this course. And when I attended and then I completed it, I really understood it. So that's the exact reason why I'm sharing you. Being a designer, this is very important to have, guys. Because most of my classes, I will tell you, I'll teach technical case studies also, but I will always emphasize on mindset. I will always emphasize on having your mindset up tuned. Having your attitude and mindset up is very important being a designer, because that constitutes 80%. 20% is skills, guys. Skills could be learned, don't worry about that. There are a lot many courses, there are a lot many videos. Even you can watch all of my design courses, you can take up additional classes, you can choose your mentor. Skills could be learned, guys, no problem at all. It's all what we need is the mindset. That's where people really lag. People don't concentrate on the 80%. They only go on 20% to learn some skills. It's fine, guys, skills could be learned, but tuning our mindset is very important. So that's why I'm taking many of the design courses in my class, so that designers will be well equipped in terms of psychology, thought process, and how they're able to apply it when it comes to the real time problems. Okay, and one of the major thing what you're going to get is refinement in thoughts. You will have a control over your thoughts. So I'm going to show you how I deciphered myself, how I reacted to an anger situation, and how it helped me to self-realize. So that I'm going to explain you guys. So you can also understand how the refinement in thought happens. The better way of seeing the people and understanding their emotions, and how to connect with design. Very important, guys, because whatever we are doing in this course, it will be directly or indirectly related to design. Finally, is it impacting someone? Is it impacting a design thinking? Is it impacting an ideation or creation? It's all about that, guys. Okay, so there's no idea initially how exactly it will be, but it really happened in the class where I worked. It was very interesting, guys. So you know what, in school we doesn't learn about psychology much. We doesn't even learn about the basic functionality of psychology and how it really works for all the people. In schools or colleges, we've been never given a chance to study. That's a big problem why we don't know about psychology and mind. How does it work? How do you focus? How do you concentrate? How do you do single-handedly without distraction? So these are all very important skills, guys. People are not aware of this. People don't even know it's very important to learn and apply it in their future. That is a big problem. People are facing a lot of their other problems in their life. And you know what? This is also one more reason I'm telling you. He's one of the prominent guys of psychology, guys. Sigmund Freud. Some of his theories, like what he call the hypnothesis, and then the power of dreams, the subconscious mind, how does it work, and during the sleep, how are we influencing our brain. So these are some of the basic theories and books what he has written, and it has become worldwide, guys. Like Sigmund Freud is one of the interesting guy. Because of him, I got really triggered to learn about psychology, because I got a lot of interesting questions. I got curious, what do you call, confusions and other things, which actually made me to think, hey, how does our brain really work? What does interpretation of dream tell us? So there is a book called Interpretation of Dreams. I would I would suggest you to read it, but be careful, guys. It's very lengthy book. You may get confused, you may get lost also. Just try to focus for some time and then read about it. It's a wonderful book. That's no doubt in it. But when I started reading it, I felt very, what do you call it? It's too heavy for my understanding. So that's what I thought. Maybe you can give it a try. That's totally up to you, guys. He's one of the famous guy for this dreams interpretation. His book Interpretation of Dreams is worldwide success. Okay, so she's the faculty, guys, Nina David. So she was an expert in psychology. She's been, what do you call, giving counseling and psychological therapies for more than 20 years, 2 decades almost. She has mastered that subject. You know what? She only gave us this lecture. All I'm sharing you, it's because of her. She has taught about emotional intelligence. She has taught about how does the emotions work. She told about the psyche story. How does our psychology and other things evolve and emerged? How do we react and how do we respond to certain situations? And she made us do some activity. And she made us discuss among our friends to share our stories. How did we control our emotions in anger states, in stressed states, in happy states? And she made us watch some videos also. After that, we had a very good amount of discussions based on that movie, how we can able to implement certain psychological aspects in our day-to-day life, how we can able to, what do you call, grow ourselves with that thinking. So it was really a very fun class and very interactive and a lot of informative. So that's the exact reason why I'm sharing you this perspectives to you guys. So it would be better control on my thought process and better clarity. So that's what I thought while I understood this. And if I do it, and what I can understand the people around, I can understand what is going on around me. So that's the big thing I was expecting from this course, guys. So I learned it from Nina David. And now in the coming video, we will learn about emotional intelligence, one of the very, very, very important topic, guys. How emotional intelligence is going to influence it, we will see in the coming video.